And I'm representing the Kings and Crowners of Plymouth County. I'd like to share with you something that's close to my heart, autism. Why is it so important to me? Because my older brother, Robin, has autism. How many of you have heard of someone with autism before? Quite a few. How many of you personally know someone with autism? How many of you know my brother, Robin? Well, those of you who don't, you'll know a great deal about him by the end of this presentation. I'd like to briefly touch on this puzzling, mysterious disorder which is affecting so many people, their families, and friends. During my presentation, I'll address what is autism, how common is autism, what causes autism, and how to learn more about autism, and where to get help if you suspect a relative or someone you know may have autism. One of the reasons I wanted to do this presentation is I wanted to help people better understand individuals with special needs, such as my brother. It upsets me when I see someone judging or making fun of people with special needs. Some of you may have heard of Temple Grandin, who is one of the most well-known Americans with autism. Temple once described her autism like this: "I am different, not less." What is autism? It's not a disease. It's not contagious. It's a complex disorder that affects brain development. Most of the time, it's noticed by age 3. Because their brain develops differently, people with autism can have trouble making sense of the world. Doctors include autism in a group of several different disorders of brain development. These disorders are often referred to as the Autism Spectrum, which is symbolized by an umbrella. The spectrum refers to the fact that every individual with autism is unique. Symptoms can be very mild, severe, or somewhere in between. Puzzle pieces have been used as the national symbol for autism. Like puzzle pieces, each individual with autism is different in some way. Some characteristics of autism are nonverbal, lives in a world of their own, makes unusual sounds, repetitive body movements, difficulty understanding other people's feelings, reactions, and nonverbal cues, resistance to being touched, uncomfortable in social situations, resistance to change. A couple of things my brother does is sometimes ask questions that many people would find inappropriate, and when he's concentrating on a task, he often starts humming. There are also upsides to autism. Many people with autism have special talents. They include photographic memory, excels in the arts, less judgmental, excels in science and technology, great attention to detail, excels in mathematics. My brother, for instance, has a photographic memory. When he meets someone, he can remember facts, all kinds of facts about their family and friends, including the car they drive, everything about it, license plate number, and when the registration is overdue. There are many famous people who are also considered to be autistic. Thomas Jefferson, the author of the Declaration of Independence, the 3rd U.S. president. Albert Einstein, one of the greatest physicists of all time. Temple Grandin, who I talked about earlier, is one of today's most well-known experts in animal behavior. Thomas Edison, one of the world's greatest inventors. What causes autism? Finding out the exact cause of autism is hard because our brains are so complicated. Most people believe there's no one cause of autism, just as there's no one type of autism. Some scientists believe genetic traits may be a factor. Some families, for instance, have more than one child diagnosed with autism. Scientists are also studying whether environmental factors may be influencing early brain development. How common is autism? According to AutismSpeaks.org, the disorder affects more than 2 million people in our country, tens of millions more around the world. An estimate in 1 in every 88 children is now affected, 10 times greater than 40 years ago. The rate for girls is 1 in 252, and for boys is even higher, 1 in 54. Though it is a growing problem, autism currently receives less than 5% of research funding of some other less common childhood diseases or disorders. There's no cure for autism, but teams of doctors, therapists, and special education teachers can help a child navigate the world. Early detection and treatment can make a great difference. Watch for early warning signs, which typically show up between 18 months and age 3. My brother was diagnosed when he was about 2 years old. At the time, he was not speaking and had lost some early words. After starting to see a child development specialist regularly and attending a special preschool, he gradually started talking. Those of you who know him today, Robin is never at a loss for words. Where to get help and learn more. If you suspect a child in your family has autism, talk to your family doctor, who may refer you to a doctor development specialist. You can also contact your local area education agency. Like they did for our family, the AEA can send a team of specialists to your home free of charge to help evaluate your child. You can also consider learning more about your area's Autism Society, a support group for families with children with autism. To summarize, I briefly told you what autism is. It's a group of disorders that affect normal brain development and affects individuals in different ways. I've also told you that no one really knows what causes autism. Researchers are making progress. They believe genetics and environment may be contributing factors. I've also told you that autism is much more common today than many years ago. It affects an estimated 2 million Americans and 1 in 88 children. Finally, I told you about some places where you can get more information about autism. They include your family doctor, your child development specialist, your local AEA and Autism Society, as well as autismspeaks.org. I'd like for all of you to share the word that people with autism, like my brother, are different, not less. Thank you for listening. This concludes my presentation. Before I take any questions, I will leave on the screen some sources to learn more about autism. I'd be glad to answer any questions now.
Yes. So when you were doing your research, what was a fact or something that you found while you were researching that interested you the most?
The question was, did I find anything when I was researching that interested me the most? I would say that 1 in 88 children are diagnosed with autism, and that there's only 5% funding to help find a cure. Any other questions? The question was, what are some early warning signs to show that your child has autism? If they have loss of words, they're not babbling by like 18 months.